Okay. Welcome everybody. I can't believe we're already on the last week of our training. Okay, Melissa, I think it should be good to go for you to take over.
All right, cool. Screen sharing here, guys. And present. There we go. Perfect. Okay, does that look better, guys?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so I have the topic of duplication. You guys, I'm feeling so much more confident about this. I will say, Alexis, you've inspired me in this as far as messenger chats, but I'm not afraid of financial objections, any of the objections anymore. And I think it's just because I've been doing this long enough. If somebody wants to do this and duplicate themselves and start, products for the business, it's doable no matter what. So the first slide I wanted to talk about was what I call a curiosity post. And if you're on my team, you maybe have heard me talk about this, and some of it's redundant, but I don't want to be missing anything for other teams too. So if somebody gives you a financial objection, I'm like, oh, no problem. You are, I can throw a post that you could put up on social media to see if any of your network wants to try this with you. And then if somebody does decide, then we can enroll you first. And then, and I tell them about the comp plan and everything right away. And what I mean by comp plan is the promo for the month. The comp plan is too much for people initially. So I just wanted to make this slide. I use this all the time. I'm so excited to be trying these products. My friend Melissa told me about. They help her with thyroid issues and energy. I can't wait to see what they do for me, because it's just about what they want to do. Okay. So that's a curiosity post. There's another option here too. I added because I like to give people choices, and everybody wants to make things their own. And I say, here's two choices. Here's two templates. You can make these your own. Okay. So if the financial objection is an issue, curiosity post. Second thing, after enrollment, that's what I want to go to next. Okay. Heather inspired me in this one. As soon as someone enrolls, I definitely go as far as you let them, or they let you go in your conversation. So if they enroll, you obviously are going to know their health goal or struggle based on their welcome pack recommendation. And what I always say is, hey, when you get your welcome pack, please take a selfie of your pink drink or your active, whatever you want to do based on their pack, and send me a selfie so we can cheers. Because that's not intimidating for people. That's just fun, right? And it's not like if they're not on social media or they're not ready to share, that's something that's super unintimidating. But you save that picture, because then any positive anything that they tell you is the best way to say, hey, can I write a post for you on that? And then you write the post, and you can use the examples from the curiosity post, but use their positives for a framework. That's what I really like to do. That's my favorite with people. Take a selfie, cheers it, what do you call it? Intimidating. Okay. So those are things I've learned as I've gone. Now, after a first share, if they're willing to share, if they're not willing to share, then I always go to step 2, which is the messenger parties. I say, these are more private way of, helping you get your products paid for. Or I like to use fund your habit now. I don't use get your products paid for as much as I do fund your habit. And then I was just meeting with somebody, let's see, today's Thursday, Tuesday. And I will tell them, I'd love to be able to do a party for you. I do all the work, and then we can fund your habit that way. And you don't have to work a business. If you don't feel like you want to do that, but I'd love for you, everyone on my team, I love to help fund their habit. So that makes it about you and your team and helping them, not about a business. not about meeting goals or anything intimidating in the beginning, because most people don't come in for the business, right? Although I'm not afraid to talk about that right away now. So these are two ways: sharing on social, having a messenger party. I always, I'm going to flip to the end, but I always with that will show them this graphic. This is an example from August. I just liked because it was, or April, because it was simple. I'll just show them this right away because some people don't believe in the income potential. And this is just a simple graphic to show them. See, you could get 2 months worth funding your habit. So can I do that for you? Are you open to that? And then this previous slide, you guys are probably familiar with Heather's template, but that's just the copy and paste of that. And then I would say it's definitely important to always have a graphic with that. This is the graphic here on the right. People don't have time to be reading, like, I don't have time. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have time to be reading 4 paragraphs in a messenger chat. Like, the graphic has all the information in one place. The little copy and paste explains it. And I feel like that is such an important thing when we're talking to new people, is keep things super simple. Nobody has time to be spending on reading numerous messenger chats. And I would say, based on duplication, based on who's on my team, if I've looked at people who are not growing, I've asked for like sample messages and things, and usually they're paragraphs. And it's just too much for people when they're new. You have to give small bites to start slow. I know in the past, I would think, well, if I type it all in there, then I'm like pre-answering their question. So they won't ask me that question, right? But it's just too much for people. We're inundated with constant information. And so you want to make it attractive and simple. And a graphic and a simple little explanation of what a messenger chat is super great in doing that. Okay, and a lot of you have probably already heard these things, but sometimes it's just hearing them again and then actually doing it. I know that is what it is for me sometimes. Last but not least, in duplication, I was thinking about some of the people, especially after convention, who maybe don't do social media. And we still have a lot of the stuff in our virtual office where you can go through and step by step, what does it take to get to silver? What does it take to get to senior silver? Where you can make a Frank's list. So that's like friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids, friends. Just sit down and make the list, because something about sitting down and writing what's in your brain through your hand onto paper actually makes it real. Okay. Now I know I have numerous lists and I've kind of gotten away from that, but if you have someone on your team who's not willing to share on social, who's not willing to let you do a messenger party for them, or if they're like, I just want to see how this works for me, I would encourage them to just sit down and make a list of those that they maybe in the future, if you have positive results, would love to share with. And then obviously the word of mouth and in-person events are an awesome way to do that. I'm super excited that COVID's, in my opinion, a thing of the past, and things are going to be in person. We're going to be fellowshipping. We're going to be face-to-face, and being able to just tell people about the product. It doesn't feel as like information overload, whether it's a messenger chat or a social media post and then step by step. It's more just, here we are, here's our things. I know people who are growing on my team are definitely having in-person events, and they're fun. They're truly fun. It's not just, a time blocked work chunk, if that makes sense. So I also, with the April, May, and June promo, so you obviously can see the April graphic right there. Those always come out at the beginning of the month, and you can just get your hands on one of them and just have it ready to go. But then, like with the last 3 months worth of corporate promos, I made sure I told everyone about that too, because people they want the nuts and bolts of things, and they want it initially, and the graphics, in my opinion, have helped with duplication so much. And then last but not least, the community. I send out a welcome email where I ask them to join Rock Solid Waymakers right away, jump into our team, you know, create a three-way chat with your sponsor and you with this person to know that there's third-party validation. There's ways to be able to like not be alone in this. I know all of us, I would say, I'm just looking on who's here, came to Plexus not just for the products, but for the community and the culture. And you get a taste of that in a three-way chat right away with your sponsor and with you. So I didn't want to take too long on this, you guys, because this is the last day of the month and we have so much going on right now. But I wanted to open it up too for any questions anybody has. I'd love to flag any questions, any objections maybe with duplication that people see and are afraid of. And yeah, we'll go from there.